October 1943. The Philadelphia Naval Shipyard was a crucible of wartime innovation and grim necessity. Under a heavy, overcast sky, battleships lay docked, their forms ominous in the failing light. Among them, the USS Eldridge awaited its unspeakable fate. Two Navy officers walked briskly along the metal dock, their wool uniforms a stark contrast to the cold steel. Steam hissed from vents as they approached the experimental destroyer, a palpable tension in the air. Yellow dock lights flickered, casting long, dancing shadows. Deep within the Eldridge, a massive copper generator coil hummed with barely contained energy. A sign warning of danger high voltage vibrated rhythmically, a prelude to the impending terror. Then, green sparks began to emit, growing in intensity. Outside, a witness on a nearby merchant ship peered through a heavy steel hatch. A strange green fog was beginning to swirl around the Eldridge, obscuring its hull. The air felt unstable, charged with an unsettling, unknown power. The USS Eldridge vanished. Then, with a sudden, violent displacement of air, it snapped back into reality. The sky above distorted into a terrifying funnel, and heavy rain instantly vaporized, leaving a shockwave of raw, destructive power in its wake. Responding medics boarded the now silent vessel, a suffocating quiet hanging heavy in the air. Smoke cleared to reveal slumped figures on deck, illuminated by a sickly, greenish ambient glow. The dread of discovery was overwhelming. A sailor, overwhelmed by an unseen affliction, vomited black bile onto the steel deck. His body reacted violently, his mind reeling from whatever impossible horrors he had just witnessed. A sick green color palette seemed to permeate the air. The ship's bulkhead offered an even more impossible sight. Men were partially merged with the solid metal, their forms fused into the structure. Steam hissed from these gruesome fusion points, a testament to the stillness of their death. Medics shone a flashlight beam through the gloom, revealing a screaming sailor whose legs were seamlessly fused into the deck. His uniform fabric was merged with rivets, his body an impossible anatomy. It was a visceral, biological horror. A mysterious government agent watched from afar, his dark sunglasses reflecting the ship being tarped over. The sunset turned the sky blood red, a fitting backdrop for the icy detachment of the cover-up. The evidence was being erased. Later, a lone figure in a trench coat turned a corner in a dark alleyway, clutching a dossier. He vanished into the fog as a street lamp flickered out, leaving behind a chilling sense of paranoia and forbidden truth. Even now, a rusted metal wall bears the vague impression of a screaming face. Declassified FBI documents, heavily redacted, speak of the event, but the scream remains. The mystery of the Eldridge endures, an eternal chilling whisper.